Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Minecraft.
But you just do this. Isn't that what you kept saying to me?
It's not...
Go away!
It's
three of them now.
Yeah, so have I. It's not flying because I didn't actually equip the Elytra. I put it into my inventory and didn't actually put the thing on, which is why I wasn't taking off, funnily enough. You know, if I swing my sword just a little bit earlier, I could probably hit these things. There we go, like that. Not like that. Stop!
It's got a skeleton after me as well.
Right, as soon as I've killed these three, there's two left, I'm going to sleep. Unless you sleep first. Oop. Okay, I'm really doing bad at this.
I got rid of mine. I am nearly dead.
It's timing it.
I forgot to check my house.
Yeah. Right, I got it. There we go. Okay, do you want me to sleep? Too late.
I don't know. Oh.
You sleep the next night. If we
it's not that, it's just because I wanted to kill all these things to heal up my pick.
Oh, right. Well, you could do a bit of trading. Or have we already done that?
It's, well, there's no more green or red dye.
There's none there. To say that there is none is a gross understatement. Overstatement. Just wrong. It's just plain wrong. Right, I want to take that one out. That one. I don't want those two. I need to start sorting out my inventories here. So, we've got our redstone shulker box right here, which has got all of my redstone components. That will also have the fire, have those redstone components, the dust, pistons, so that I've got the tools there for making TNT dupers along with other stuff. Right, that's looking a little better. Let's put that one away. Okay, we have done quite a lot of work over here. This huge area here is what we started preparing for the bamboo farm. The bamboo farm is not actually going to be this big. It's going to be about half this size to start with. But, yeah, I kind of, like, overestimated just a little bit, just to start with. We've done a bit more over there for where the Cactus Farm is going to go, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. There's some dripstone blocks just here. Sen's found a couple of little items that we're going to have a look at as well, and also Sen has changed her skin, and also she got me a new skin as well. So if we just stand right next to each other, hang on, like this, and then we do that. There we go! See, we got Robin Hood and Maid Marian. And this is very significant for me and Sen, because this is how we dressed up for our actual wedding day. We had a fancy dress themed wedding, and we dressed up as Robin Hood and Maid Marian on our wedding day. So yeah, we've gone for these outfits. This is going to be our skins from now on. We sort of, you know, the other ones, yeah, they're all right. But I was never really happy being a lumberjack. I much prefer this. This, I feel, sort of suits us. By the way, Sen is not very well, so please send her lots of get well wishes. If you don't normally comment, then just a little get well comment in the video today would be hugely appreciated, because she's really not very well. She can't talk at all. Her throat is really sore. She's been quite ill. She's been doing this while she's been ill, I must point out. She's been doing a lot of work in this, but at the moment, her throat is really sore, and she's just about lost her voice completely as well. So she definitely can't be talking on the videos. She won't be doing a lot in the video. I'm not doing very much at the moment. I'm just going to sort of take a quick look around at some of the stuff that we found. So there's a bit of dripstone right here. That Sen said it's actually part of a cave. Now, there will be a time-lapse of this, but we're not going to do it yet. I've done a load of work on making the time-lapse, but this is going to be one big time-lapse for the whole thing. And we've got a fair bit of work to do yet. So underneath here, there's a cave, but this is dripstone. This right here. And I want the dripstone. So I'm going to dig that out, because eventually I want to make a dripstone farm. I figure that it's probably going to be quite a good idea. And there's a lot in here. So we're going to drop down in here. There's no beasties in here, but there is quite a bit of this dripstone. We've updated our game version to 1.17.1 now. Now, I don't know if it was actually in a video, but there was, underneath our main base, a number of zombies that we encountered that had been next to some water. And the water in the cave had spawned a whole load of glow squids, and then they had died, and they had dropped their glow ink sacs, and the zombies had picked them up and then hadn't despawned. And this had happened several times and resulted in, we think, close to 30 zombies in the cave. Now, I can't remember. I don't think we actually caught that on video when we went and got rid of the zombies. But yeah, there was a whole load of them, and it was apparently causing quite a number of people some issues with lag and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's one of the fixes that has happened in 1.17.1. We've got some people here that want to become friends. There's lots of them. Where are you all coming from? Right, anyway. I only came in here just to, like, grab a bit of the dripstone, but there's more stuff here, and I don't want to leave it behind. I really don't. It hurts me to leave it behind. Right, let's have a bite to eat there, and just take care of him. There, and another. Have we got a zombie spawner in here or something? I'm starting to wonder if we've got a zombie spawner in here somewhere. Right, I'm going to go back up there before... I was going to say, I'm going to go back up there before I upset anyone else, but apparently I've already upset someone else. So, and I'm sure there must be a zombie spawner here somewhere. There seems to be an awful lot of zombies turning up. Right. Let me see if I can escape up here before something else bad happens to me. You know, I'm just going to put that down there, and then done. Done as in you've completely built all of the stuff that we were going to build. As in that kind of done. Like we've dug out everything. There was a bit that Sen was digging out. Oh, you picked up a glow... You're not supposed to be able to do that. That was a fix, unless that zombie was walking around with it already. But look here, we've got this dripstone here. And this is what I just wanted to gather up before we bury all of this. So, what we did was we started digging out the area for the bamboo farm. That's what we've got up there, is a massive, great big area for bamboo farm. And the problem that we had was that once we dug a whole load out and we sort of put a layer of grass blocks down, then and only then did I kind of realize that the build required rails underneath, and yeah, I'd kind of forgotten about those. So Zen had to then go and remove, well, I'd say we should have done. I wasn't really doing a lot of that because I was busy editing for a large chunk of it. But yeah, we kind of needed to remove the top layer of grass that we'd mostly put down, or Sen had mostly put down, so that we were able to sort of go and put the rails on. But that bit has been done now. We've got that all cleared out. I'm going to go back over this way, and I'm just going to climb up like this. So I've got the dripstone there, the deposit that was in the cave, and I feel that's pretty good. So I would like to have a dripstone farm, like a proper dripstone farm. But that's something that we will get to at a later date. It's not something that we're going to worry about at the moment. So there's a bit more over here. Actually, I'll tell you what, Sen, if you are not otherwise occupied at the moment, would you be able to get the little bit of dripstone that's next to the dirt pillar? Because there may be more in the cave, and I don't want to be doing that. It's just back over there. There's another little bit of dripstone next to the pillar on the floor. If you're able to gather some of that up. I don't know if how deep it goes into the cave, that's all. Because the other thing that I want to have a look at, another thing that we've uncovered is over here, and this is a geode. So I've sort of dug out a little bit of the geode, and if you mine this with a fortune pickaxe, you can actually get more of them. So I'm just going to drop down my ender chest a second. And I'm going to take out my fortune pickaxe that I've got right there. And I'm going to make sure I pick that one up with the old silk touch. So we mine this with a fortune pickaxe and you get more off of it. And there is a creeper. I don't want you blowing this up. Alright, do I have any torches? I have got a few torches. Okay, let's put down a few torches in here just so that we can put a few around. And those crystals that I've just dug up. So you've got two different ways that you can get the crystals. Actually, if I go like that, I can actually show the light levels. I love this mod. This is absolutely brilliant. It shows the light levels. So I know exactly where I need to go and put the torches. We're not actually going to set this one up as an amethyst farm under here. So, like the budding amethyst here for a proper amethyst farm, we could set that up with a whole load of what do you call things? You know, the things with the stuff. We could set that up with a whole load of pistons and have them automatically remove those every so often. I'm not going to do that here. We will do it. I would actually like to do that so that we can get more of these crystals that come off. These amethyst shards, they get turned into... You can turn these into the new type of glass. Can't show it in here because I think you need a crafting table to do it anyway. I don't think it makes any difference if I do this with silk touch. You can't mine these out without breaking them, so I am going to leave those, but we can mine off these blocks right here, and that's a nice decorative block that we can then get out of this, which I think looks really cool. And then you've also got this one, which is calcite. There's another decorative block, and then there's some smooth basalt here, which is kind of like around the outside edge of the geode. So you've got a number of different blocks that you can get from in these, and a lot of them are just kind of like decorative blocks that you can use. It doesn't matter if you mine the blocks, it doesn't matter what pick you use to mine the blocks with, you will mine them as normal, whereas the iron, if we mine that with anything other than a silk touch, we actually get the iron now. But I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to mine it like that. There. Right, and there's another crystal growing back again already. It's not going to be ready to harvest yet, and you can go through and you can remove all of the blocks around the edges of these budding amethysts so that you can go and then harvest them if you want to. But like I said, this particular one here is not one that we're going to do anything with. So what we will do is we will mine out... I love the ding that they make. And also when you walk on them. Let me just turn up the sounds a second. Options, music and sounds, block sounds to 100% a minute. Okay, walking on them doesn't change, so options, sounds, is that ambient environment? Guess maybe it is. No, must be player sounds then. Alright, let's try that again. I think it's a little bit louder. Just walking around, it's not very much. But, I mean, when I do the mining, now I've turned up the block sounds. I love that. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. It'd be interesting to see what sound the note block makes as well when placed on top of it. That is absolutely amazing. I love that. That's really, really awesome. I am absolutely in love with that. That is Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Oh, I didn't realise it was this good. Oh, that is... I love this. Absolutely love it. I really do. Alright, so I will come back and we'll mine out the whole of the rest of this one, and anytime we find a geode, we will mine them out and we'll get the calcite. The only place that you can get calcite from, let's just turn that sound back down again now. So I don't know if there's any combinations that we can do with the calcite blocks at the moment. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but they are another decorative block that we'll be able to use, and it doesn't look like they have currently been altered in any way for the texture pack that I use. So this is the default texture for these. Eventually I haven't actually looked to see if my texture pack has got an update for any of the 1.17 stuff yet. I think there's 1 or 2 blocks that have got some updates in, but most of it isn't. Anyway, that is the amethyst in there. So we've now got one of those. I need to get out of here somehow. Let me just put a block in there like that. And we'll stick a torch on the wall up there so the light is covered. We'll come back to this one and we will remove everything underneath there before we sort of cover this over. Now, I've got a build. Actually, there's something else that I want to show before I go showing you sort of what we're planning. Oh, no, actually, we'll do it this way around. So, I've got a bamboo farm that I have found. It is one by Il Mango, naturally. He's one of the channels that I really enjoy the most. And I really like his idea with the 4-way flying machine. And it sort of, that's the one that sort of inspired me to go and build this in the first place. So I have got in here somewhere, if we go to load schematics, I've got a bamboo farm in here. And so if I load schematic in there like that. Right, it's gone and placed the bamboo farm that way round because, and I forgot, it's actually supposed to be over there. This end here, which is the end that the 4-way flying machine will end up docking in, needs to be on the western side, which unfortunately is all the way over there, and our cactus farm is going to be over there with the terracotta that you can see. And yes, I will go and show you that terracotta. Actually, I will show you that terracotta right now. Let's do a quick fly over the top of this. You can't see a huge amount with it because of the mountain in the way and everything. But essentially, we got a load of bamboo, we got machines and stuff in here, and that's what it's going to ultimately look like. I don't know if you can see very much in there. But that's what we got to build, and that's going to be built over there at that end. And this is only 70 blocks by 70 blocks. I'm actually going to make it longer. It's going to be the 70 blocks wide, but we're also going to make it about 140 blocks long. So it's going to be nearly double this size all the way up through there. But it's only really it is only the rails that are going to be extra materials in here. If I go into the load schematics in here, go to the bamboo farm and I go to the material list, ignore the bamboo, we can ignore that bit. The white concrete is optional, that's the bit on the bottom. We're not actually going to be putting anything down except for the dirt that we're standing on, so we don't need to worry about that. The layer of dirt, that will need to go in on top. Which didn't, move it over. We want to move it over this way a bit. There we go, we do it like this. Rails and powered rails, those are the two bits we're pretty much going to have to double those up, the numbers there. So we're going to need 9,000 rails, and then the oak leaves that are the decorative item around the outside of the farm, those are going to be different as well. And the block of redstone, you don't need a block of redstone. We can actually do this with just a few levers. So we'll also be doing that. Anyway, let me just go to loaded schematics in here and unload that one, and that bit is done. So then I'm going to go over here. There are creepers turning up which I don't want to turn up, but there's also a whole load of nasty things here. We're going to have to battle our way to our bed, by the look of it. We get these husks. Ooh, there's a skeleton on a spider over there. I'd like to get one of those and name it and keep it as a prisoner forever. I think that would look so cool if I could do that. Let me just grab that bit in there, and then where's that creep? There's a creeper over there. Can I sleep? Ha ha! It normally will say there's too many baddies nearby, but no, there's no saying that there's too many baddies nearby for this one. So let me just thin out a bit of the crowd here. Once we've got the bamboo farm built, we will be responsible adults and we will actually put more torches down. At the moment, though, we've just kind of left it because Sen uses the baddies to get XP to help her regenerate her pick and so on, which is a good method of doing it, but it can, well, it's a time-consuming process. And so I'm kind of thinking that the sooner we can get this bamboo and cactus farm built, the better. Now, the cactus farm itself is one of my own design, and I've gone and built it all up in creative, and I've now got the schematic, which I will be showing you in a minute. But there's something else I wanted to show you first. I've gone and made this area. Now, Sen dug out a lot of this. She took out a lot of the water, and you'll see that in time-lapse eventually. And then I went and put down this wall here with the terracotta. You get the terracotta, you stick it in the ovens that I've got over there, and you glaze it. So we got white, we got orange, and we got yellow, which are naturally occurring in bands up there. And then if you take the plain terracotta, you can't cook that. But if you dye it, you can. So this is the black one over here, which I really like. There's a red one that I don't like. This one here, the pattern on the red one is kind of weird, and it doesn't seem to go well together. I know that I've got this on my texture pack, so it is slightly different for the standard Minecraft appearance, but I still don't particularly like it. Now, the other bit that I was going to do, because this is in the mesa, and you know, I kind of wanted to make use of the materials here. This is where the cactus farm is going to be. It's going to be sat on top of this. And I wanted to make use of some of the materials here, and we haven't used it before, which is why I've decorated this with all the glazed terracotta. Sen thought it looked like something plucked straight out of the 70s. With all the, you know, the kind of flowery wallpapers and stuff like that. And I got to agree, it does kind of look a bit like that, doesn't it? But what we want to do is we're going to have a furnace array up over here. Now, I've already got some furnaces. This is the green, by the way. This is the dark green one. You can have lime as well. And I was kind of experimenting with a pattern like this as to whether I should put that pattern on the floor. Now, if I go up here a minute, I love the Elytra. The Elytra is by far the best thing ever. I could put that pattern on the floor. If I find a center point, and I could put that pattern on the floor, or I could just put circles all across the floor. And I'm not quite sure at the moment. Further away, that pattern does actually look pretty cool. I like it. But when you get a bit closer up, and of course, once the cactus farm is on top of there, it's going to look quite a bit different, and it's not going to be further away. It is going to be the closer up pattern that we'll be using. It doesn't look quite as good. So I will probably just use the main pattern on the bottom. So we're going to have furnaces. We had a mountain here, and we're going to remove that, and we're going to put something like 250 furnaces in here. We're thinking that we'll possibly even level off the entire mountain bit there. I mean, maybe not all of it. Maybe we'll just kind of like have an area here with some of that leveled off to like do building materials. And the idea that I had was that we will build it inside a block. We will build a block, a decorative block around the outside that will have the appearance of a furnace. And that will be our furnace room, and that will smelt cactus into green dye, which is what the cactus farm and everything is for. And then we can take from the furnaces, we can get some XP, which is the whole point. Then in under here, we're going to have a whole load of shepherds, all of whom will have green dye trades. The other trades, I was thinking maybe we could have some red dye trades and get some extra bits, but nope, I'm not going to bother with any of that. I'm not going to do it. We're just going to get green dye trading shepherds in here, which is going to be a time-consuming process because it's quite a high level that we want to get them to. You know what? Let's start putting down the green stuff while we talk, because I'm not going to go with this pattern. I've now made up my mind. I'm going to go with the other one. So we'll pick all of this up, and I've got a bit in the chests as well. We'll have a whole load of shepherds in there, and we will then be able to trade the shepherds for the green dye, and we'll trade the emeralds from the green dye. And the great thing about that is going to be the fact that we've got so much green dye coming in. We'll be able to get a huge amount of emeralds. It'll be more XP that we'll be able to get if we want more XP. I'm not entirely sure that we're going to want more. But yeah, so there's... Right, I've got a really cool mod on here that shows me a preview of everything that I've got in these shulker boxes, which is fantastic. So that's the one that I want at the moment. Just pop that one down a second, and I'll put in all of the smooth basalt, the calcite, block of amethyst shards. If you pull the amethyst with a silk touch, you get the amethyst cluster, like that. And then we've got a few extra bits over here, which I'm not going to worry about. Okay. We've got a little house over there. Well, Sen has gone and built a little house over there, which has got all kinds of chests and stuff in it. So we're going to go over that way a second and just get rid of some of the stuff that we're carrying so that we can pick up a whole load of green stuff. See, we've got all kinds of stuff in here. So I brought over a whole load of iron in there. The orange one has got spare fireworks. We've got bone meal in there, which I was using to grow a whole load of trees for fuel for our furnaces to start off with. And then we've just generally got lots and lots of stuff in here of everything. We've even got a few glow ink sacks there. Bit of gunpowder. And now I've got extra bits, and I don't know where I should put them. I've got stone, I got andesite there. I don't know where that goes, so I'll pop it into that chest. And a bit of stone, a bit of dirt. Right, dripstone blocks. Where can we put those? Sen, where do I put the dripstone blocks? This one. Ah, there we go. Look, we've got dripstone blocks there, so we'll put those in. We've got some clay in there. We've got bits of wool. Some more sandstone in there, which I'm going to pull out, and the sand, because we're going to need a lot of that for another build. I'll show you that one in just a minute. Copper, iron, coal in here. Right, that's looking pretty good in there. I want to go into this one, and if we have a look there, you can see in the lime shulker box, I've already started making a few bits of red sandstone and stuff for the build that we're going to be doing out here. So I'm just going to show you that one now. Let me go over this way. I've been gathering up a little bit of the red sand. I'm not going to bother time-lapsing that because I've got to go so far to get it, and that takes a very long time. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.